guys, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Haley, this is my mom Vonda, and this is our Mesquite Life. I am home visiting for Thanksgiving, and Mom is going to help me make some hot chocolate mix to take home to Brenton because he loves hot chocolate. Where'd you get the recipe?
Well, it's actually my mother's recipe that she's used for years. So your grandmother, Mammaw. So yeah.
Cool. So I'll put
she used to make it for us when we were little kids every year because we just drank hot chocolate, hot chocolate, hot chocolate, and we were farmers' kids. We were poor farmers, and so it helped with cost and everything, but it also helped us to have hot chocolate all winter long.
I guess it was probably cheaper to make it instead of buying it for your
a lot cheaper.
Got you. So my grandparents were farmers growing up, and my grandfather also did alternators, mechanic work. But this is a recipe that my Mammaw used when they were little, and so we're going to make it. I am adding a little bit of extra cocoa because Brenton really likes his chocolatey. But let's get started, Mommy.
Okay.
What are we gonna got?
So what we've got is coffee creamer.
Okay.
Okay, and you can use name brand or generic. We just got generic, it's just as good. Nestle drink mix. Okay.
Okay.
Powdered sugar.
We just got the Walmart brand.
And Haley wanted to add cocoa powder, which you can do. We never did as kids, but and it's good either way. But if you want a little bit richer tasting hot chocolate, then you can add 100% cocoa to it. You can add, this type is Ghirardelli, you can add Hershey's, whatever kind that you're accustomed to buying. Okay, so all you basically do is you need a big bowl. Hopefully this one will be big enough.
Is this Tupperware?
That is Tupperware. And a spoon, a long spoon of some kind. Okay, you'll need a container. You need to store it in an airtight container.
We got this at TJ Maxx.
If you decide to use an old pickle jar, I'd let it air out for a good 6 months to a year before using it, or your hot chocolate's going to taste like pickles. So the first thing you want to do is put all your ingredients in a big bowl. If you don't have a big bowl, you can use 2 smaller bowls. Okay, so you want to add your powdered sugar.
We're gonna put the recipe below so you guys can use it. You know where Mammaw got this recipe?
She got it out of like a magazine, probably Southern Living, because that's what she used to subscribe to years ago. But she got it out of a magazine. You know, they didn't have the internet and all that back then. I actually printed this one from the internet because I found it online. I have my mother's that's handwritten in the closet, but I found this one online and it was the same as hers, so I just printed it. So we're going to do 2 cups of powdered sugar.
Do we have the powdered milk out?
No, we don't, but it's in the, there may be a bag in there, but if not, there's one in the freezer. Yeah, and you use powdered milk also.
Hold on, let me set you up.
Okay, so you don't have to be precise with your measuring. So I'm going to do 1, 2. Now, you can add less or add more of the powdered sugar depending on how sweet you like your hot chocolate. Okay, I just add the 2 cups like what the recipe says. But if you wanted it a little sweeter, you could add a little more. It's in a bag. There it is, right there on top of the broth. Yeah. So you can add a little more or a little less. Okay, so then we're going to add a whole bag of instant non-fat dry milk. It comes in a box, it comes in bags, however it comes in. This is 25.6 ounces. We're going to add the whole bag.
So we need to take the measuring cup out.
Yes, and we're done with it. Okay. So we add the whole bag of dry milk.
Is this what we drank in Germany?
Yes.
When we were little, we went to Germany and we went camping and we had this stuff.
Okay. Then we're gonna take the Nesquik, and it actually calls for 21.8 ounces. And this is 35, but I always add the whole thing. Okay, it just gives you more chocolate.
Because we're out of control. We're crazy.
But you can go exactly by the recipe, or you can add the whole thing, and I always just add the whole thing.
I don't think we ever go by the recipe in this family.
Beat it out good. Also, these
are reusable.
Are really good for crafting, and they wipe out real easy. Get all the chocolate out of them. You can use them to hold bolts and nails or whatever. I'll save those for my craft room.
Reuse, reuse, recycle.
Okay, so then the coffee creamer. Now the coffee creamer, you add 16 ounces. Okay, this is
so half of that. 35,
35.
Ounces.
So we're gonna add half of this, and I don't ever add extra of the coffee creamer. You can if you want.
What kind of flavor profile is this giving the hot cocoa? Is it just the creamy part?
Yes. It's just
if you wanted like French vanilla hot cocoa, you could use French vanilla.
Yeah, you can use the
creamer.
flavored kind, but this is just regular old coffee creamer.
We're eyeballing it.
And you just use half of this 35 jar, or you can just get a regular size jar of creamer and dump the whole thing in there. Okay, so at this point we want to add cocoa powder.
More than that.
I'm gonna add a little more. I'm gonna add a whole lot because it's unsweetened. Then you're gonna have to go back and add some more sugar. But you can add 4 tablespoons of cocoa. If you want, if you like the chocolate, more chocolate, strong chocolate.
Smell
flavor.
that. Doesn't it smell different than the Hershey's?
Yeah, it does. It smells good, but you know, I'm a Hershey girl.
I know. Oh my God, Dutch girl. They also have this in dark chocolate, if you, or Dutch process, I mean.
Okay. So we've got all the ingredients in. We've got the fat milk. We've got the non-fat dry milk. We've got the Nestle Quick. We got the coffee creamer. We got the powdered sugar. And we got the cocoa powder. So now we're gonna take and mix it and stir it as well as we can. And once we get it pretty much stirred, we're gonna put the lid on it and shake it and stir it some more to make sure we get it all mixed up good.
Oh, that's smart. So this bowl has a big lid to go with it. So if you can get a bowl with a lid, do that.
If you don't have a bowl with a lid that's big enough, you can if you have a paper sack. Like I ask for paper sacks at the grocery store when it gets closer to Christmas time because I use them for different baking stuff. But you can actually pour this into a paper sack, roll the lid down, shake it, you know, mix it good,
oh, like making
and then
puppy chow.
pour it out of the sack into your container.
Yeah.
Or like when we cook trash at Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas trash. So.
Christmas trash is a Chex Mix that my mom makes every year.
Now, this was made for a family. It was 4 of us kids and my mom and dad. And my dad didn't really drink a lot of hot cocoa, so really 1 adult and 4 kids. So, if you have a bigger family, like this would last us through the winter, but if you have a bigger family, you might could double the batch, use the whole thing of this, use 4 cups of powdered sugar, you know, just double everything, and have 2 containers to store it in. And
Mom's container is way bigger than mine.
Like if you have 6 kids or you know, you have extra adults living in the house with you or whatever, you can make a little extra to last you through the winter season.
Go grab your jar and show them what yours is in. Right?
Okay, so this is the type jar that I used to put mine in. And you can see we've already used some of mine. But it was a candy jar that I ordered marshmallows in. Like the Lucky Charm marshmallows because I like to add extra to my cereal. But this is what I store mine in. Because my mother always stored them in jars like that, and that's why I did that. Just sentimental. And then the marshmallows, you can buy these at Walmart. They're more expensive, but if you get them at the Amish store, like this big old box is only like a little over $2.
Yeah.
Okay. You can probably put the lid on now and
You
kind of
think?
shake it a little bit.
I'm still getting some chunks from the bottom.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you'll shake it.
Oh, to displace the bottom.
Now, when you add liquid to this, boil your water first and add boiling water to it. Okay, don't put cold water and then stick it in the microwave. Don't do that because it's not going to mix as well. So boiling water, or either heat your milk on the stove if you're going to use milk. We use water because it's got the dry milk in it. You really don't need the milk.
Am I the only person who can't close Tupperware? Is that closed?
Yes.
Yes.
And then you just kind of shake it around and mix it really good.
Like a salad? Like when you get the salad boxes from McAllister's?
Yeah. Like, and I turn it upside down and shake it and make sure all the powdered sugar's out of the bottom.
That's very brave of you.
Well, I mean, I hold the lid when I do it, but.
Here.
And even if you had a
Your
bowl
turn.
like this, you could store it in this. It just needs to be in an airtight container.
I don't have a bowl like this.
Okay?
Was that a good enough shake? That was satisfactory.
Yes, that's a good shake. It looks nice and mixed.
Should you shake it before you use it? Or no?
No, I just take my scoop and I leave I don't know if y'all could see that in my jar or not.
Where'd my spoon go?
But I leave a measuring scoop.
What size, when you put this in, how much do you put in?
A 1/4 cup. I use a 1/4 cup measuring scoop. If you like it a whole lot chocolatier, you can use a 1/2 cup. But you just use a 1/4 cup in a regular size mug. Now if you have one of those big huge mugs, you'll want to add a little extra. And then I just wrote on the top a 1/4 cup for people that maybe come to my house and are fixing their own. So
Or don't pay attention, Brenton.
So they'll know how much stuff.
Brenton's not here, he couldn't get off
To
for
use.
Thanksgiving, so I'm here. by
And
myself.
that's basically it. It's really simple.
Let's depot it.
And it's really nice and handy to have all year long, but especially through the winter when you're drinking a lot of hot chocolate. If you have guests over and you don't have any coffee made or anything like that, you can just throw some water on the stove and heat it up.
If you wanted, could you put this in coffee instead of water?
Sure you could.
To
You
make
could
like a
add
mocha?
You could add it to coffee, like a creamer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like a coffee mocha kind
you
of
sure
thing.
could. You could make all kinds of stuff with it.
So tonight we're decorating the tree at Mom's house, or tomorrow, one. When we do it, we'll use this to make some hot cocoa, and I'll try and get footage for you guys of us actually using this. I don't think my box is gonna be big enough. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll probably got some other kind of little container, and you could put it in here.
Oh yeah! Repurpose that Nestle.
You could repurpose this if you wanted to give this. What I
Oh,
did
as a
last
gift.
year, I gave it as gifts, and I got just like the pint size
Mason jars?
mason jars, and I filled it till it had about 2 inches at the top, and then I layered the top with marshmallows, and then I crushed peppermint and sprinkled those in there, and I tied it up and I put a cute little label on it, you know, that said Vonda's Hot Chocolate or whatever, and I put a little tag on it with instructions, like I tied a string around the lid and put a little tag on it with instructions on how much to use and to use hot water, and just kind of decorated it with a little Christmas bow. So it's good for gift giving too, and it's a cheap gift giving.
I don't care.
I mean, yeah,
This looks pretty affordable to me.
yeah, it's really affordable when you think
Especially
about it. And
considering
I
how
forget
much
how
it
many jars I had, but I had a lot of jars. I had a big box full and still had some left. So, and I just took it to church and distributed it among
The patrons.
my friends.
If you didn't get it at church, then you know you're not a friend.
That is not true, but you might have been absent that Sunday. But yes, I took it to church and gave it to some of my favorite people that was like Miss Willie Mae, who always sewed stuff for me, and
She still sews stuff.
I gave
for us.
some to Miss Viola, and you know, different people.
Okay guys, so that was me and Mom making Mammaw's hot chocolate. Thank you for watching today. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like this video, please give us a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so that YouTube will let you know when we upload again. And we hope you have a happy Christmas, happy holidays, and if you make this recipe, please let us know in the comments because we'd love to see what you think. Thanks guys, bye!